This video is talking specifically about this layout and how to use it. We're going to cover three things. The first thing we're going to cover is how to import this layout with all of this content. The second thing we're going to cover is general housekeeping, like how do you change the content. And the third thing is we're going to talk specifically about PDF uploads. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that you can get an installation with this content in there. So we're going to log into the back end of this site and we're going to go to the layout section. What we're going to do is we're going to import a layout. So we're going to add a new layout and then we're going to click import. We're not going to use any of these that are here. We're going to click import. Now when you get to this screen right here, you are going to have a hash ID, and I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. That's very specific for this layout. And that hash ID looks like that. Now, I'm sure we're documenting that somewhere else for you, so you'll be able to copy and paste that. And then you can give this a nickname. So if you want to type it photo site or Photobiz site or something like that, you can go ahead and give it a nickname just so that you have it. And then you're going to click activate immediately, and you'll click activate now. And once you click activate now, and you have this checked off, you'll click install and give it a second to run through. Might take like up to 30 seconds, and then you'll actually see it and it'll be activated. Once it's activated, you'll be in this manage layouts and you'll see the actual layout in there. And it'll be marked as activated. What we want to do now is we want to go to the pages area and you'll see content that looks like this. So this content right here correlates to the content that's actually on the site. Okay, so the first task is done. We've actually imported the content. Now what we're going to do, the second part of this video, is we're going to talk about changing that content. So let's go back to the page, and I want to show you something. Every page has certain sections of content. So this is our home page, and we have a header content with an image, a title, and text. We have this section right here, which is kind of an about content that then links over to another page. We have this section right here, which are two kind of marketing buttons that we're going to be creating PDF downloads for and things like that. If we were to go to another page, if we were to go to, let's say, the albums page, this has a header content section, and it has content sections for another content section for the actual links to the albums, and then again it has a third content section that links to things like your PDF download, etc. So let's go back to the home page. I'm going to show you how to change out this content. So we're going to go into the back end and we're simply going to look for the home page. Having this content pre-populated makes it so easy to swap out content and just get your stuff up and running. So we're at the home page right here. We're going to expand it and you're going to see the three different sections. We have the top image title and the top image and title, and all we have to do is click edit, and it's going to put us into this content section where we click on this entry, and you'll see we have the image that we're using in the background, we have the title, and we have the text. So if we look here, we have that image, we have the title, and we have the text. So if you just want to change that, it's right there for you to change. If you want to swap out this image and you're not sure what size the image is, I'm going to cancel out of here and I'm going to go to uploaded items. You can see right here that our image is that size. If you want to make yours exactly that size, that's fine. Primarily for those large images at the top, 1600 wide is probably a pretty good size to put up there. So 1600 wide by 1000 tall, 1200 tall, something like that would probably be fine. Sometimes it's trial and error to see what you like, but you can go ahead and always check this uploaded items to see. If we want to change this second section right here, we're going to go ahead and go into the second section that I have titled as about, and we're going to click edit. We're going to go into this entry, and you're going to see that we have an image here, we have a title here, we have some text here, and then we have the name of our button, which is learn more, and we have the link where it actually goes to. So that is the image, the title, the text, the learn more, and then where it actually links to. And so that's how you'll change those out. So If you are going to edit anything in there, again, if you want to edit the image and you're like, oh, I don't know how big that image is, I want to show you. You just come up to the uploaded items, just like we did before, and this image I have is 1,000 by 1,000. So sometimes when you're cropping your image and you put it in there, let's say you wanted it to be 500 by 500. For retina display, it might actually have to be 1,000 by 1,000 in some locations in the area. So it's always best to just come in and just cheat. Just look at the images that we uploaded and you'll know exactly how big to crop it to make it look exactly like how we have in the demo. Okay, so let's go back to our pages. I want to show you a little bit more of a complicated page. So we're going to go to the portfolio area. And this portfolio page is actually this albums page. And so the albums page is made up of a header, and it's made up of all these galleries that link to albums. So when I click on something, it's going to load an album, and then I can go ahead and scroll through that album. So we have a section that links to 6 different albums, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to go back to our section here. And what you're going to notice is we have the header here, so top image and title. So if we click on this, it should be that black and white car, and you'll see that black and white car. And then we have that second section, which is our portfolio grid. If we were to click edit, you're going to see we have these four different items that link out to different albums. So if we were to click on this, we have that baby photo. That's the first one right here. There's really nothing more to this content except that it's linking to an album called Album 001. So I'm going to go back really quick. I want to show you that. That Album 001 is right here. And you'll notice we've turned off the navigation and we've hid it from this page. So there are 6 items in this portfolio grid that link to these 6 albums. Now everything's already linked up. So all you really have to do is come in here and edit each one of these items that correspond to these images. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to crop these the exact same size because you want it to like fall perfectly in a grid. So if we were to come into the uploaded items, these are all exactly the same size, 1600 by 1068. So as long as it doesn't have to be that exact size, but as long as you crop them all the same size and you replace them, you'll be fine. So we have this baby entry right here, and it's just the baby, and it's linking to album 001. So if I wanted to change out those images now, I just come to album 001, I edit, I can come in here and click the delete on any of these. I can select them all and click delete, and then all I have to do is click add media and upload my new images. So we're just doing a swap of content. I think there's only a handful of images in here, so you can just delete them all real quickly and then add your images in there. You'll probably want to note the size of the image roughly. So again, 1600 wide or a 1600 tall image would be fine as well. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I would work it backwards. I would add your 6 albums, add the content into the 6 albums. So edit each of these, delete the images that are in there, upload your new images, and then go to the portfolio grid and just change out the image that corresponds to that album. And they're already linked, so it should just automatically work. Okay, so you're also going to notice that on this page, we have our 2 buttons again. And that is right here, the 2 buttons. Almost every single page has that on here. It's one of the reasons we set up this specific layout for you is that almost every single page has those 2 buttons. So every single page is going to need for you to edit those 2 buttons to put your PDF in and to put whatever other linking you want to do. So I'm going to go to the home page and I'm going to show you that we have the 2 buttons here. What we're going to have to do, because one of these buttons on the home page, I'm just going to go back to it. One of these buttons on the home page is for a download your free guide, and this one is for book your free planning session. If you want to upload like a PDF and link this button to a PDF, you can. If you want to link this externally somewhere for somebody to sign up for a mailing list or something like that, you can. I want to show you how to do both of those. So the first thing is if you're going to upload a PDF, you're going to go into the dashboard. And there is something called Asset Library right here. you'll notice that I have a logo that I uploaded, some of my fonts, and this sample PDF. To upload your PDF, you're just going to click Add Media, and you're going to find your PDF and upload it, and then it'll fall on the list like this. Once it's in here, you're going to click Preview. And when you click Preview, you're going to see this. I have my sample PDF. You'll see your PDF there. You're going to go into the URL, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this off real quick. Make it easier. I'm going to show you what this URL looks like. So you're going to take just this part right here where it says /modular data, and it has the name of the PDF there. You're just going to copy that. You're going to go back into the pages. You're going to find your 2 buttons that you're going to edit. And now you have these 2 entries. You have button 1 and button 2. We're going to go to button 2. And the button 2 says download your free guide. We would just take that URL and we would paste it right in there like that. And so it just says /modular data. And if you want this to open in a new window, I would recommend that. You have open in the same window, open in a new window. If you are linking to a page that you've created in your site, you always link in the same window. If it's external or a PDF or some sort of external link somewhere, it always goes to a new window. And then you click Save Changes. So now that button is linked to that specific PDF. When you are in temporary mode and you have your site installed like this, when it's not at your domain, that link is not going to work. It's only going to work when the site is live at your domain, and then it'll all work. So don't panic if you're clicking on it and it's saying 404 not found. You'll test it when your site goes live at your domain, and you'll just make sure that it works. And if you need help with it, we can help you out with that. If you are going to make it so that it links to an external link, like if you want to link it to a landing page or somebody signs up for something or something of that nature, all you do is you make sure you type in http:// and then you do your www dot whatever that URL is. You put that in there, and then you make sure you open in a new window and you click Save Changes. That's it. So once you do that for these buttons, you'll go into the next page and do it for the next one. So I'll come into my About. I have my 2 buttons here, and I'll edit them. When I edit them, I can come in here. I could change out what the title and description say. And if we come to here, this is a title, this is a description. And then I can change out what it says here, where it says like book your free planning session. Whoops. You just come right down here. It says book your free planning session. And then you either type in a URL or you type in the PDF. Make sure you're opening it in a new window and you click Save Changes. And that's it. So you're just going to do that for every single page. Now we have videos on how to do things like your logos and your fonts and so on. I just want to give you guys just a quick last minute overview, and then you guys can link out to other videos that we have. But if you come into the Design tab, you're going to find things like your logo, and you can upload a logo like I did. You can come in here and change out fonts, and you can upload OTF files, TTF files, I think too. Upload those fonts and change out the fonts in your site. And we have videos on all this stuff. So when you're ready to do that, you can watch our other videos and finalize the site. The most important thing right now is to make sure that you have all your content working. So you get all your content working first, and then worry about changing out the logos and the fonts and etc. If you have any questions, we're always here to help. Just put in a support ticket. We're happy to answer your questions, and we appreciate you watching. Thanks so much.